tax season, though, it has arrived, and Americans are noticing there's quite a few changes this year due to the Biden administration. My next guest, though, this is what she does better than anything else. She helps people navigate their fortunes and, of course, their taxes. Joining me now, Walser Wealth Management President Rebecca Walser. You know, Rebecca, first, I just want to kind of talk about some of the things that tax filers they need to know right now.
Yeah, we work with a lot of small business entrepreneurs, medium-sized businesses, and I'll tell you a couple of things that happened for 2022 that are different. The first thing is that research and development can no longer be 100% written off. It actually has to be amortized. Domestic R&D over 5 years, international R&D over 15 years. So I've noticed a lot of CPAs aren't communicating that to our business clients, so I want to spread that out there. The other thing they're not communicating is, though, that we get 100% bonus depreciation. So computers that businesses buy, cars they buy, all of that actually is 100% writable off. You can write it off completely in 2022. That was a 2022 thing to really boost, car buying, all those things. That's ending. But the Inflation Reduction Act that was signed last year starts to give businesses a $40,000 a year EV, an electric vehicle deduction up to $40,000. Wow. So that kind of will come in beginning this year to help out with that. So those are the things that, Charles, as business owners I'm noticing really need to know about. Obviously, make sure your CPA always is taking your QBI, your qualified business income deduction of 20%. If you're not in consulting, you're not in financial services, that is a really good thing that small businesses can leverage and should leverage. And that brings me to my last little thing I'll just say, Charles, is that not enough people are leveraging the TCJA tax cuts that we got in 2018. And, that sunsets. People forget that law sunsets in 2025. So we're running out of years to really leverage these lower income tax brackets and get a lot of maybe pre-tax dollars into Roth dollars. So that's another area that we really can focus on.
All right. And by the way, $40,000 for EV. I have sworn I would never buy an EV, but 40 grand. Hey, let me ask you about these new these new tax brackets, because they've changed a lot, and 37% for income to 578. What's the most important thing here? Because even incomes with just 11,000, they've got to pay taxes. Is that new?
Yeah, I mean, Trump's tax cuts definitely lowered and widened our brackets. So to get to 37% used to be a lot less than the 5.7, but we were in the 600s. We have a standard deduction that's over $25,000. So people really need to understand, okay, it's not until I'm making nearly 600 that I'm in that 37% bracket, because assuming you're married. But yeah, Charles, these brackets have definitely been widened. Biden's administration has already kind of said they want to make changes, but now with a Republican House, I just don't see that happening in the next 2 years.
Right. Well, listen, we got a lot to catch up on. Almost everything that you just mentioned, Rebecca, I'm not on top of it. I'm going to call my CPA right after the show. Thank you so much. I always appreciate your brilliance.
Thanks, Charles.
All right.